Welcome back to another edition of Bourbon Kingdom. I'm David.
And I'm Zach.
And today we are going to give you our 6 ryes for people who don't necessarily like ryes.
As he was holding up 10 fingers.
That was just me, passionately, embracing the idea of ryes. Because I am one guy who ryes were questionable for me.
This is very true. There's been a lot of work done here to get him to open up to the idea of drinking ryes. And let's be real, we're getting ready to get into cooler weather. This is rye
season.
This is rye season.
Season.
We're in allocation season.
6 ryes for rye season.
We're laughing about this because we're talking the title as we're going through. So 6 ryes for rye season.
There we go.
That's what we're going to go with. I love it. So basically, we thought it would be really. We've had a lot of questions, and one of the main topics that gets brought up to us a lot is, hey, what's a really good rye to kind of start with? And I normally say 1 or 2 that I always really like, but I'm always kind of like, I should kind of give you more profile, more diversity with that. And so that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing today.
A little diversity.
Yeah, a little diversity.
All right. So starting off, and I think he and I would agree on this.
We're maybe starting off with the best one right off the bat.
Yeah. The beginner rye for people who don't necessarily consider ryes their thing.
I kind of don't even consider this a rye bourbon because it tastes so dang good.
It is good. It's got a little spice to it. Tastes a little sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I think all the things that you would want in a bourbon.
You want to set the bourbon down and show them, tell them what we're talking about?
Old Forester Rye. I think you could see it as I was holding it.
Yes.
Old Forester Rye. It's really good.
It's great.
Yeah.
You get a lot of candy notes, a lot of brown sugar, a lot of spice.
And you get the traditional banana.
Yeah, you do get that overflow banana.
Yep.
But here's what's crazy. I am going to say we don't have any kind of allocation for the most part on this list. There's one bottle at the end that's a little semi-difficult to get, depending on your area that you're in. But what's crazy was down at the distillery the other day, and they didn't have any of this. And I was told, they told the warehouse to bring all of the bottles they had of the rye, of the Old Forester 100 proof rye.
Yeah.
And they got 3 cases. So I'm telling you right now, I don't know if that's going to be a thing or not, but you might want to grab one of these if you already don't have one.
Yeah, and this is affordable.
Yeah, it's like $22, whatever. It's super cheap. It's great. It's fantastic.
It's good. So
the next one that we're going to put up here is a Russell's 6 Year Straight Rye. Now, I'll be honest with you, I was thinking about this on the list. I went back and forth between this one and then the Wild Turkey 101 Rye. And I went with this because we are talking about beginners, new into rye and stuff like this. This is a nice little 90 proofer, I think. 90 as I'm sitting there. Yeah, 90 proofer. I don't know why I was questioning myself. So I think this is going to be a little bit
questioning.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? This is going to be a little bit easier to drink with it being 90 proof.
Yeah.
It's also a little off profile from a traditional rye. There's a little bit of bubblegum note. There's a little bit of sweet caramel, vanilla, spice.
Yeah, I agree with all that. It doesn't drink like a regular rye.
And we're trying to throw little ryes at you that aren't just traditional hardcore kind of ryes. And I think this, and plus this is cheap. This is like $30-$40.
Yeah.
This is a great bottle to have.
It's a good bottle to have. For sure. And you
can find a crap ton of it.
Yeah.
So.
Yes. Michter's Rye. And again, this is one that you can find in a lot of places as well. It is a good cocktail mixer. I mean, what else can you say about it? It's butterscotchy, it's got that spice on the backside of it that you expect in a rye.
Mm-hmm. It's arguably, out of all the daily drinkers that Michter's produces, it's arguably the best one too.
Yeah.
You could argue that.
I would say Sour Mash is mine, but that's true. It's okay.
Yeah, no, I get that, but this is really such a great bottle, and I think I would agree with you. I think it's the best cocktail bottle that we have on this entire list, and that Old Forester 100 proof rye, that's another really good cocktail bottle.
Yeah,
I think that one's even better.
Oh yes, I think this one's the better one of them all. So yeah.
All right, so the next one I'm going to throw up here is the Elijah Craig rye. Now, this one is almost like a cheat code when it comes to ryes, and a lot of the Heaven Hill kind of ryes are similar in this, where they're 51% rye, and so they're just barely technically a rye. And there's a lot of corn in that. I think this one's like 35%. I think a lot of them are like 35%, 14% malted barley, but it makes it so much sweeter. This one you get a lot of kettle corn out of that. It has a really nice sweet finish to it. Now, this one kind of gets like released in like cycles, so it's not always available, but I know they're getting ready to release a bunch of that, hopefully. Yeah.
This is probably my least favorite of the ryes that are on the table here. I think it's really good. I think like that one you can put knee on the rocks, whatever, and it just literally you can drink it all day. Yeah.
Like it's great. It's fantastic. So
and number 5 is, and we use this in another video as well, but the Pikeville Rye. It's 110 proof, but doesn't really drink like 110 proof.
No.
Which is good.
No, not at all. This is going to be the highest proof one we have on the list.
Yes.
And it definitely doesn't drink like it's the highest proof one.
Yeah, I don't think it does either. So, just a good cherry flavor in there, like cherry vanilla kind of flavor in it. It's good. I think if you pick this up and you weren't sure if you liked rye or not, you would probably like rye.
Oh yeah, these first 5 bottles we've talked about are kind of sneaky, not very traditional rye bottles, and this one being a higher proof one at 110,
it's still sneaky.
It's crazy sneaky. It's phenomenal. It's great.
Yeah, it's good. Really good.
It's really good. Now this one's the last one we're gonna have on the list, and this one's gonna be much more of the traditional rye profile.
I agree with that.
Yes. And this one is maybe going to be the one on the list. I would tell you, if you're not really into ryes, or you haven't really experienced ryes, you might want to stay away from.
Yeah, this may be the last one you would pull too.
But at the same time, if you start drinking some of these bottles and you really like it, I highly recommend this. This is a great bottle. This is Willett Family Estate Rye. There's a lot of how would I wear this, clout? Maybe with the purple top, clan, as I like to call it. Because once you're in it, and it's like you can never get away from the purple tops. But this rye, to me, it's a lot more traditional, a lot more spice, a lot more like green tea, menthol.
Yeah, the menthol for sure. Yeah,
kind of citrus notes with it.
Yeah,
and it drinks a little bit higher proof than what it is.
Yeah, what is the proof on this?
I think it's like 104. It's not higher than that Pikeville, and I would swear that drinks higher than that.
Hotter. Yeah, I think you're right about that.
But if you want something a lot more traditional, you want to follow that traditional profile rye. That's the way you go with it.
And this is one, if it's on your shelf, people are going to be interested in it because Willett is one of those bottles that kind of speaks for itself.
Well, that crest on the front of it too is just fantastic. It's
for sure.
So but anyways, if you enjoyed the video, please give us a like and let us know if we missed any ryes. Like there's a lot of, I already know what's coming. I already know that Rittenhouse is already coming.
Yeah.
We picked Pikeville over it just because we like Pikeville more, but I already know that's coming, and I don't blame you. But if there's any other bottles that we missed on there, let us know in the comments below. And then subscribe to the channel, subscribe to our Facebook page. And we appreciate all the love and support we get from you guys.
For sure.
We're this channel is doing a lot better than what we ever expected. And we're just extremely grateful for it.
Extremely grateful.
Thank you all very much.
Yeah. So till the next time, we'll see you.
See you.